Now I can't hear tunnel or something.
Okay. How about now?
Can you hear me?
How
It's
about
a
now?
little bit
How
better.
about now?
That's perfect.
Okay, great.
Okay, great. You hear me better?
Yeah, I can hear you a lot better now.
Okay.
I don't think
Okay.
Hayes will be in this call either because I think she's on that finance committee meeting too
Oh,
Oh,
with Troy.
so
okay.
okay.
So I
So I didn't understand the
I didn't
I
understand.
didn't understand like the document you sent out.
Okay. What's this confusion? Which document are you having confusion with?
Uh, this was
This
something
this was
about
something about the
keys.
keys. It was like it looked like a sketch pad drawing.
Okay. That's just when we had key meeting with the other with TCB, this is how they wanted the first level to be a grandmaster.
Yeah.
That's how they're
They,
doing
they
their
You said they
you,
they're
you
wanted.
said they
doing
wanted something.
You said they wanted
You said they
they're,
wanted to do
they're saying
something with the
master.
grandmaster.
excuse me?
I mean,
I mean, a
grandmaster.
grandmaster.
Right. They started with the grandmaster for all the residents. Off I guess the grandmaster for their front door. Then they're gonna go to a master for office and maintenance.
This is a
This is
And then
a
they
master.
have,
this is a
This
master.
is a master card reader.
no, this is for actual keys and locks in the door. This isn't about the card readers at all.
Oh, so
All doors
Oh, so
don't
they
have card readers. They need a plan from
so,
us on how to key those doors that don't have card readers, like interior office space. Um, that I don't know if bathrooms will be locked. I don't see why they with common area bathrooms. I don't think they need to be locked.
so all of
so all of these keys on this list are just for physical
these.
keys, like like your regular house key.
Correct.
So what?
So what are
I
we? I see. I didn't know.
I did.
Let me start over. What happened with
Hazel
Hazel
and Troy.
and Troy? Well, Troy contacted me and she said there's going to have a meeting about keys.
Well,
Well, what are we supposed to do with these keys? Are we supposed to assign them to people or what?
Well, we're supposed to decide how we want the space to be keyed, the church to be keyed,
we wanted to
You
say
want
based
to
on
decide
church.
how the church should be keyed.
yes, how we're going to work on.
Like,
Is a
I
like
mean, go ahead.
cause, I mean I know that we're going to have security, but those um the electronic locks aren't for every door.
Right.
Right. So the electronic locks are not for every door. And I sent out
Yes.
I guess the latest or the last security um,
Drawings.
drawings that I had as far as what's the what the electronic locks would be or and the locations of them based on those drawing plans.
So
Right.
So
what's
so what you're saying is that we were supposed to decide tonight how to administer the keys because I'm trying to figure out what the objectives that we're trying to achieve here. I just
We
don't
have
know what that is.
okay. We have to create a key plan for those doors that aren't going to have electronic monitoring on them. They're going to be doors that will be physically have to be opened with keys.
Okay.
So
So we have to come up with a key plan, and this plan is based on who gets the keys.
no, it's
Like
not
are
based
these
on the keys. It's based on how we want. I guess in some ways, because if we we pretty much if we do a master, like the janitorial staff will get keys for certain spaces.
we have a janitorial staff that has to get a set of keys, right?
Right. Then we have.
And we have the ministry leads that's supposed to get. Are the ministry leads going to get keys, or are they going to get card readers or punch codes?
It depends on which ministry lead you're talking about. Like a ministry lead for finance would maybe get a key for the finance office, but they wouldn't get a key for, or a key card, depending on what kind of door that is. But they wouldn't get a key card to access to a janitor closet, so that wouldn't be necessary.
And when is this plan due?
Friday.
Friday.
Yes.
And we're just kind of finding out about this like tonight or something, or
We found out about it a couple weeks ago.
So has anybody drafted the plan yet? Yeah.
That's what our meeting is about, drafting the plan.
And then it's due so if it's not due by Friday, then what are the consequences of this? I mean, who is this draft plan supposed to go to?
The key and door people.
The key and door people.
Start.
Well, do we have a? I guess can you type out like a list of the requirements that are needed? I mean, because I just don't know, kind of like how to put this or even help to put this together. I mean, who's going to be responsible to actually draft this plan up?
Like I said, I thought you and I could work on it. Well, Troy and Hazel should be in on it, but they have a finance meeting, and this was the only day you were available.
And so this key plan has to. I mean, does it supposed to incorporate people? Let me see. Are we talking about these keys? These physical keys are going to go to individual people or individual groups, like to the leads of each of these groups?
That I don't know. Because who had keys, access and keys before when we were in the old church? I don't think we would deviate too much from that. Every ministry leader did not have a key.
Okay.
See, I thought
that the ministry or the church was going to be protected by maglots, where certain individuals are going to have access to these doors, and everybody's going to have a different code to get in. We wouldn't even have to worry about physical keys.
So there is some of that, but that when you get into like the pastor's office space, or how about church office space? All church office space offices are not going to have a mag lock. First thing is expensive as heck. And second thing is just not. We don't need to be that secure.
Okay, so
these keys going to go to the external doors getting in or internal?
Internal. We're mostly talking about internal doors, not external.
So we're talking about all internal doors. We're not talking about external, like entry into the church building itself.
No, because isn't that going to have a I thought that would have the alarm, a keypad on that.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking too.
It would have a key.
But I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah, this is all internal.
Okay.
So
we just probably need maybe
three
primary master keys then that will be able to open up all of the doors. And I would imagine that the key primary ministry leads will probably be responsible for. That could be a plan. So it sounds like we had to put several different plans together.
That's what we're trying to talk about.
Hi, everyone. This is Crystal. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, Crystal. How's it going?
It's going. I'm here.
Okay.
I got soaked, but I made it.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So Chris, we were just discussing
The key
the
plan.
key plan, and I didn't have a lot of background on it, so I guess we have an objective to
Determine
determine an internal key distribution. Is that a good way to
make it like
make like
Well, not,
an objective, Elisa?
I wouldn't say distribution as much as we need to come up with a key plan for the doors and who give it to. I don't know.
What do you mean a key plan? Just explain that a little bit for me, please.
Interior, the interior office space and community space will not have security, a security lock. They will have keys. They will have a lock and key system, and we need a lock and key system in place so that if a master is a master and sub-masters and what goes with a master, like they room.
It's a lot of background noise.
I know. Can go to a lot, can go to an engineer. So we're trying to figure out the plan on how to key the space, our space.
Well,
Okay.
is it possible that we can maybe get a template of a key plan and then start going from there?
I
don't know.
I sent that to
That
you.
was you're talking about that hand drawing.
No, I sent that. No, there's another one that said grant. It had it was called a sample that he used for another church.
Did you?
And I sent that to you.
Okay, let me.
I'll put you on.
It's also on the plan that I sent was the drawings of what we were using to look at how we were planning the.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay. Looks like I had some feedback.
Okay.
Could you? 1 second. I'm trying to read.
Hazel sent it to you also. Hazel and I both sent it to you. Yes.
I wonder which email you used. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can't tell you. Wait a minute. I can't tell you that.
Testing 1, 2, 3. I can't hear you guys out of my headphone.
I hear you, Wayne. I'm just waiting for them to find the document.
I know I didn't send it to you, Crystal.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I didn't know you were going to be in the meeting.
That's okay. You okay with me being present?
I don't care. It wasn't there.
No, Wayne invited me.
Yeah,
I'm just listening and just trying to understand what's going on. That's all.
Well,
Sent to W.R. Taylor at pyramid engineer.com.
When did you send this?
Yesterday.
I got a document that. Hold on. This is. I will not bring it back. Property. See, the only I got a document. Look, give me a minute or so. I'm gonna see if I can go. I'll put you on mute right quick.
Okay. So, Crystal, I guess what is your question?
No, I just wanted to understand what we were referencing and what a key plan is. But I think I know what you're talking about now. And then you mentioned a document with the template that was used for another church. I'll be quite honest with you. It's just something I never even thought about. And just in
me either until they brought it up at a construction meeting.
Okay. Yeah, and Wayne has been going down a checklist, and he's been sending meeting invitations, and this is just one that I've been able to just join in and kind of listen in on things to consider, what's being done, and so on. So not that I don't action is required of me. I'm just listening.
Oh no.
Can you resend this document, Elisa?
Excuse me?
Can you retransmit this document?
Unfortunately, it's on my computer at work. It's not here.
Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't see a key plan, but so this is a little. So I guess this is a little different from the document that I sent out. What I sent out the other night was basically a drawing and drawing locations of all of the locks. So I think the first
that was more of a drawing of but that was for locks for the security system. That wasn't for the whole. That was the security system locks and door drawing.
Right. So we're mainly talking about all internal keys, all internal locks.
Correct.
We're not talking about anything. We're not talking about anything external. We're talking about all of the keys to the classrooms. We're talking about keys to the all of the primary church offices. Correct.
Correct. Bathrooms, if we decide to lock them. It's the stairwell.
And the stairwell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess tomorrow, if you can get back to your computer and send that, I just simply don't see anything that was transmitted yesterday. I did receive like hand drawing thing, but that was about it.
Okay, can you check? Maybe I sent it Monday.
Say again.
Did you check Monday?
Monday.
I might have sent it Monday. I know I sent it this week because I just got it.
Oh. Okay. Today is Wednesday. Let's see. Monday. Okay. So I see something from Hazel, attachment 1. This is a key meeting diagram. I'm going to download.
Okay, that was one of the documents that you need.
Okay.
Because it has it's a PDF, and it has the kind of a marking of what doors, what area we're looking at that might help you. And it was color coded because it was saying green and blue was residential and pink was community, so we would know. Yeah, that's one.
Oh boy, this is so the pink areas are
that's community
okay.
space.
So the pink are community space, so we don't need to be worried about that right now?
Well, yeah, we do, because that's those are the meeting rooms. Although we call it community space because of the financing, those are the meeting rooms that church people will be using when they have Bible study or.
And the green.
The green is for church space, church and community.
Okay.
That's what the pastor's offices or regular
and
offices.
Blue is for.
Blue is residential. What? We don't have to worry about that at all. They're doing their own key plan.
I see something says blue keys. Oh yeah, residential. Okay, because it's upside down actually.
I know it's kind of.
This is four drawings, and we need. So, are we putting names to these doors, or what? How do you want to go about doing that?
Right now we don't. Would you can you go down a little? Because I was wondering if the architect had numbered them.
Yeah, well, I can go by. I'm looking right now, and I'm looking at level 1 floor plan, and I'm looking at quadrant number.
Yeah, because I'm looking with you.
There's something number 73, and I wish I can print this out, but yeah. If you look at circle number. If you look at the bottom, there's a number 73 and 68. It looks like it's a main telecom closet, and it's pink.
Just pink. That's a community space, and maybe we can just use the numbers that already come with the building. I mean that the architect has put in the plan.
Well, yeah, I'm just looking at it.
At least for the numbering.
I'm not following you. So I'm trying to. I guess the first thing we have to determine is like who is going to get these keys. So you're saying that there were. You're saying that there were.
Hey, Wayne, let me just jump in with a quick question. Before you talk about who, what kind of system are you all looking at? Is it like hard keys, like the traditional metal keys for a regular doorknob, or are you looking at a digital system, like with a card that you swipe on a card reader?
Yeah, right now we're
focusing on a doorknob and a metal key. The exterior with the key readers has already been resolved, and that's finished, and that's done. And that's mostly for exterior spaces. We're looking specifically in interior spaces.
Okay.
And those are card readers.
And you said pink is equal to community space, and blue is equal to residential, right?
Yeah.
And green is equal to church. Okay, so we have. So, do you want to put one master key or two master keys for the community space?
How about two master keys, one for community and one for church?
Well, this is what I'm thinking. I mean, we're going to have to keep, if we're talking about master keys, this master key has the capability, if I understand master keys, they have the capability of getting into any door.
Yes.
Right? So we would have one, let's say if we had a primary control box, like an actual key box. One master key for. Go ahead.
I said we will have a key box.
Okay, so we know. So we're going to have a key box, and we're saying that one master key would stay inside that key box, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that'll be one master key per color.
Okay.
That will stay inside the key box. Now, do you want to be able for that key box to constantly be monitored, like what's inside one of these primary offices, and then do they want ministry lead or just the trustee boards to have the other set of master keys? One person.
I don't know. That's an internal discussion between you and Troy, me and Hazel.
Well, we probably need to have that quick.
Right.
So maybe we need to meet again tomorrow. So the thing is, what I'm trying to do is draft some requirements up first. We got to start this problem from a requirements perspective, like exactly what we need. And then once we figure out what we need, we can put the personnel that's going to be kind of like responsible for the keys. If it's going to be, we know we have to look at, of course, the pastor is going to have to get a master key, and maybe the associate pastor will need a master key. So that's 2 more master keys we might need.
Well, no, then you're just counting keys. We're saying master key, but what doors are they going to be mastered to?
Well, I thought a master key, regardless of how the keys are cut, are going to be able to get in any of the spaces.
Okay.
So we make one master key for the blue spaces, 1 master key for the pink, and 1 master key for the green, or 4 master keys for green, pink, and so forth. And then based on these offices, see, I don't know who's supposed to be going into the community room and these offices, meditation room. I mean, who's supposed to be going into those?
Those are like meeting rooms are for when we have meetings, like a board meeting, a trustee board meeting.
Okay. But what groups? What groups? What ministries? Are we talking all ministries or just a few ministries?
All ministries should be able to, but just because they're able to use those meeting rooms does not mean they have access to keys. This is where you have a custodial staff that keeps the doors open for whomever is there. Everybody, even when Emory was in the old church, only a few people had a key, and even then it wasn't all have a master key. They had keys to different rooms, but ministry leaders didn't have keys to rooms because they didn't, they weren't always ministry leaders. Then we'd be making keys every 5 minutes.
Exactly. So we don't want to do that anymore.
No. So that's why we're trying to come up with a good plan that we have 1 or 2 people have a master or grandmaster. I'm not sure how that works. And the keys, we divvy up who will be responsible for what. Because like we have cleaning staff, they'll have access to the rooms and bathrooms. And the other thing is we have to decide what rooms are being locked. Do we need to put a lock on the bathroom?
I don't know if we can do that in one night.
Okay.
And we might not have enough. I mean, we're probably going to have to talk to some more people. We probably want to get the pastors taken on this as well.
And that might be a building code question too with the bathrooms.
Oh yeah. I don't know if the pastor will participate because I don't know if he wants to be that much in the weeds.
Okay. Well, I think the first thing I need to do, I can't, it's very difficult to look at these drawings, so I have to print them out. I got to print out an E-size drawing of all of this and then kind of do a count of how many doors need what. So we don't have there's not like I don't see like a total count of how many blues and greens and pink keys we need. So that's one thing. We need a key count, or at least a door count.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Well, if it's no more, I don't know if we need a door count as much as we need door numbers so that we can say this is the master for community space, but these are the keys that go under as submaster under the sub of the key. It's going to be a key tree.
Right. Yeah, and I'm trying to find that key tree document too.
Okay. Hazel sent it to you Monday, and I sent it to you Monday.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking. So
let me look with you.
Between my pyramid email and everything else that's been going on. So here's the 2 attachments. This is
that's it. That'll have to stand.
Schedule.
Yes.
And a
The sample
PowerPoint.
key study. And I don't remember what that one is, but one of them is the key schedule. The sample one that another church used. That's it.
So this Excel spreadsheet is what another church used.
Yes.
Okay. So this is a good
I don't
start.
think we have to come. Yeah.
Go say again.
Where it, like where it has the 23-030. I don't have to come up with that part. I think we just have to come up with the sub key and the room numbers. This part, the first column, not the second column.
You're talking about these door. We have to. You're saying that we have to match these numbers with the room assignments. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Based on the data?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a good way to do it, because match room numbers with keys.
Yeah.
That's a requirement.
Yeah.
And then determine. Well, it's going to be the trustees, because we're going to have to be, we're the keepers of the keys anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk to Mr. John Davis too, because they had to kind of come up with a plan like that. But the problem with the plan we had the last time, during the old church, is that everybody seemed to have had a key because somebody got a hold of one master and they started making keys out of town.
I know that's another issue. That's a serious issue. That's why.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. I thought all these doors were going to have a mag lock where you just have a punch code to get in.
No, we could. First thing, we couldn't afford that. Second thing, I don't think there's that much security that we need in those spaces.
Well, here's the problem.
And the third issue is be like giving out. Everybody would have codes, and we'd have a bunch of keys running around. Except it'd be a bunch of codes running around.
Well, I was going to think about just the ministry leads would get actual codes to doors, or just a
I don't know if that's
group.
a good point either. I'm thinking even though we lock doors, and we might not be, and that may be another discussion. We're looking at these doors, but do they really need locks? And maybe they don't. I'm just bringing that up. Some of the space might not need a lock. Like a meditation room is a prayer room. I don't think that might need to be locked on a regular. So maybe it doesn't need a lock. Just needs a hand.
This requirement. So you're saying that the keying group, they need to know this stuff like by Friday.
Yes.
How strong is that date? Is this like their last do or die date, or can we postpone this like a week or so we can figure out how to do this?
I don't think.
I'd rather do it right the first time, and then to go submit something, and we're gonna have to come back again anyway.
You have to ask Kate.
Yeah. Okay, so when did they?
Because I think delaying it actually will become a problem with. This is the problem with the construction in general. Every time we delay something, it costs us money.
Yeah, I understand that, but when I'm trying to figure out when was this requirement laid down?
When we met last week.
We're talking about doing something really. A major brain exercise to figure this out, and they're only giving us a couple of days to put this together. And the biggest problem I got is, I can only do this at night. I can't do this during the day.
Okay.
That's my biggest problem because of my what I got going on actually on the job site.
So
I don't even have access.
Do you want to ask Tim to help out on this?
That's cool.
Tim?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to be able to collect enough information so I can write an email and tell everybody what's going on. I'm not going to be just doing this by myself. I mean, that would be suicide to do that. It's going to take a lot of folks that have been through this exercise before. Hopefully, I don't know.
I know, because this is new to me. I've always come into buildings that are already keyed, so I'm learning as you all learn.
Yeah. And so are they saying that so Friday they're going to get this key plan and they're going to start cutting keys immediately?
Well, they're going to start putting hardware in with.
They're going to be putting hardware in the doors. Okay. So do we have any idea of these offices now? Well, for instance, I'm looking on level 2 P2 floor plan, and I'm looking at a number 115, 114, 116. Do we know which groups are going to be going into those offices, or does it really matter? You still out there? Oh, but it's moving. Oh. Crystal, you still out there? Oh, there she is.
Okay, this is Lisa. I'm back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's going to start putting hardware on doors with new locks. And that's why they need this information, because they're that close.
Say again, you were breaking up.
I said they're not putting cutting keys, but they are putting locks on doors at this point.
Okay.
And they're doing the hardware for the door.
Okay. So they're putting the mechanisms down, so to speak.
Yes, correct. They might not be cutting keys today. They just are. They are putting doors and door handles and locks on doors.
Okay, and you have the drawing up, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm looking at two level P floor plan. P2
Okay.
floor plan. So I'm looking at numbers at the bottom. I guess this is the left hand corner.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Oh, okay, you can see my screen. Oh, okay, great. So you see where my cursor is at?
Yes.
Okay, so now have these offices been allocated to anyone?
Not that I know of.
Do we need to have these offices allocated?
I don't think so. Not to do this.
Okay.
Not to do this. Because we don't.
So that's not a requirement.
No, because I'm thinking that if we do that, like, we can make the office a subset.
Okay.
Of the church masters. These offices are subset A. Let's say that, or subset 100. And then we just put or subset. It's like subset A. Then we put the door numbers, and then they'd be A1 door number 39, office 1, or something like that.
Okay.
We're just doing a plan, but we're not being as specific as who goes where. That's not our job. That's because whoever has the sub has the sub of these doors. Well, whoever gets that key will have a key to their office, and I don't care who that is.
So now I'm looking at this Excel spreadsheet. And this thing says Grandmaster, all doors, and the sub key. So one sub key opens all of these doors.
No. Yeah. One sub key. One sub key can open all these doors, but we're not going to get a sub key. We're just doing this it's like a pyramid. It's under the Grand Master, but everybody's not getting it. But they're not going to make a sub key. They're just saying this is one group. This is another group. That's how this is working. And then this is a third group.
Okay. So it looks like we have to.
These officers are group 1. These doors are group 2, and these other doors are group 3.
And group 4
would be another set of doors. You know, there'd be, I don't know, kitchen and pantry area doors.
Mm-hmm. So this looks like
you don't want them all to be under the same, under the same group, just to make things a little bit more, secure.
So right now, I'm looking at 8 different keys.
And we might not have to be that. Might not have to go that deep. We might not have to go to 8. We might only need to go to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or and another way to do it is, floor 1 has, and offices have this. Then they have stairwells might need this. Floor 2 might need this, and floor 3 mechanical rooms might need this. And just it don't have to be real detailed. It just has to be organized in a way we can understand it that makes sense to us. It might not even make sense to a man. It just needs to make sense to us.
And we'll probably try to color code the keys with those little plastic grips that go around them.
Okay.
And kind of go from there. Okay, I think what I'll do, I'll print this thing out so I can see it a little better, and I think it'd be like you were saying, the best idea to just go by what the architect already has on here as far as numbering schemes, because we can follow it,
Yeah, that's what I think.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think that's a good. I think that's a good idea. Who came up with that idea, Crystal?
No, Alisa. But you don't have to give credit in there.
I'm just trying to get y'all some. I'm just trying to show a little bit of love. That's all.
Oh, yeah, came up with that.
Okay, so yeah, I tell you what. So now that I see what's going on, because I didn't have these 2 documents in front of me. I just saw some hand-drawn document, and that was sent out like yesterday.
Okay.
So now this is making a little more sense if I follow this key code. And what I can do is I'll print this thing out, and then I can look at all of these numbers and colors, and then kind of put them, go from there. Does that sound like a plan?
Well, we should talk while you're doing it then.
Huh?
Or you don't? I don't think you could do this by yourself. Maybe we talk tomorrow. Or how about this? We both come up with what we think looks good, and then we talk tomorrow.
Yeah, we can do that. I can set up another. Well, man, Vicky's birthday's tomorrow. I can set up another meeting. What time Friday do they need this stuff?
You know what? They didn't even say.
Okay, so the close of business Friday.
Yeah,
business
that could
Friday.
mean Monday morning. Monday morning?
Monday morning?
I always consider close of business Friday, Monday morning.
That's what I'm considering. We do it at here. That's how we roll too. So they didn't give you a time of when they needed it. They just needed it, right?
Right.
Because if they did it Friday,
yeah, they just said they needed Friday.
What time Friday though?
They did not specify.
Can you find that out as exactly what time Friday they need this thing?
Yes, I can find that out.
Yeah.
And I can have the information call tomorrow.
That'll give us some more time, because this has to be analyzed, and based on these numbers, we can put I can put a code chart together, and I can just say, okay, keys for number. You see where my cursor is at? There's 8 or 9. We just call that, 1, 2, 3, 8, and 9 doors to the emergency generator room. Well, we know that room is top notch. It has to be secure because it's actually running machinery in there, and it has a lot of power and stuff going through there. So that has to be.
That should be on the key, a code all by itself, then.
Exactly. So all of the I'll call them all of the critical mechanical systems will be on a key zone by themselves.
Correct.
That'll be like. Does that make sense, Crystal? Hello?
Sorry, I had you on mute, but yeah, that does make sense. And also, just look at what building code requirements are and security requirements are.
What do you mean by requirements?
I mean, for, locks, like the bathrooms. I mean, and I'm just thinking from a building security perspective. Do you lock bathroom doors anymore? I don't know.
I don't think I've seen them to have a kind of a lock that doesn't require a key.
Key, right? Because you could have the lock enabled from one side but not the other. So things like that. That's talking about code. And then I'm thinking about emergency preparedness. How easy it would be to get in or out of a room with or without a key. I mean, just things like that. Different considerations.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I don't know if every door in the church needs an actual lock that locks.
Right.
Right. Yeah, because the main thing that haunts me is the whole active shooter stuff. So.
Exactly.
Okay. Leasing off.
By the same one, Sunday school kids running around and lock themselves in a room.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So we don't have.
How much community space really needs a lock.
Yeah.
And you said we don't have to worry about the residential stuff, correct?
Right. They're doing their own key schedule.
Okay, so we only have to worry about the pink and the green.
Correct.
Okay. That makes it a little easier. Okay, yeah.
And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if all doors need locks. And that's maybe something that we need to talk about too.
Well, my thing is, if it's a door, it needs a lock.
No, that's not right.
No, not all doors. That's why I said you need to check the code. Or the architect could probably provide some guidance on that.
Yeah, we can ask.
I guess I'm saying that because of the environment that I actually work in daily. Because everything we have has codes and retina scanners and card readers, and then you name it, it has it. So maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, because you have sensitive materials.
Yeah, we don't. We're church, and we're supposed to be inclusive. We don't need.
Right. We want to open the door to everybody, Wayne.
And then because certain rooms might have audio and video equipment, it might need a lock.
Exactly.
Spaces will need a lock, but certain community spaces might not need a lock.
Okay. These codes, I mean, these numbers are going to be key, man. These numbers are going to be key to what we need. All right. So so what I'll do is I'll get a big E-size drawing so I can actually see this thing, from one swath, and then put a Excel spreadsheet with all of these numbers on there, so we can have like a legend. That's how I'm thinking about doing it. Does that make sense, Elisa?
That makes perfect sense.
Okay, and then we'll color code it just like it is in this one right here. If you can see the Excel spreadsheet. Yeah. Because so this has nothing to do with this over here. This is just an example.
Correct. But I think
Okay.
it'll help. That's an idea of the level of how to break up the rooms in different levels for the kids.
Right. I'm trying to think.
Before, I think we just keyed and locked things randomly because of a need that emerged. But now we're going to be able to make an actual plan that makes sense. And maybe we can keep that going.
So this right here is the actual written document then that goes with this spreadsheet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Crystal, are you on your computer or can you see this or?
No, I'm not on my computer. I was going to open it up when I get to the office.
Okay, cool. So I'll forward this stuff to you so you can have a.
Okay.
And the reason why I wanted to one from, I don't know if they've been doing that in the past, but I think the trustee board and the church council got to work hand in hand on a lot of this stuff. And I just don't know if that was done in the past, but I just wanted to make, I wanted to create like a definite, get rid of all the layers so we can be transparent and, as far as collaborating on all this type of stuff. Because it'll be a good thing for you guys to actually know what's going on. That's why I was,
streamlined decision making and so on. So that's good.
Yeah. So that's what that's all about. So yeah, that's what's up. So I'm gonna put this in my Redstone box. You guys can see that Redstone and then boom. Okay. So yeah, I can take like I said, I can take a look at this and then throw some stuff together and we can kind of compare notes and just kind of go from there. Now that I see what we have to do, because at first, like I only saw like it looked like a hand drawing, and I didn't know exactly what it was. Is this it right here? This is 3 attachments. Okay, you guys sent all this stuff on Monday. Yeah, I didn't even see it yet. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I know we sent it this week. I thought it was yesterday because there was a lot going on.
Yeah, I know, because I had a huge presentation to do at work, and that thing was like no joke. So it was crazy. So that's where that went. Okay, and then I got hit up with some other stuff. So it's just we just been getting hit at all ends. So it's been not too great, I tell you. Okay, so yeah, let's circle back around maybe the same time tomorrow. Is that cool?
That'd be great.
Okay, and I can send some email, and of course I'll put Troy and Hazel on it, and we just make a command decision and kind of go from there. And I'll send the same. I'll send a fresh link out as far as logging on to the meeting, and then we just gotta go from there. How's that?
That sounds like a good plan.
Okay, that's cool, man.
Then tomorrow I can call the architect to ask a couple questions.
Yeah. As far as exactly what time on Friday, and then the next question will be, can they if it's close of business Friday, then that means they're not going to get to it till Monday. So that gives us the weekend to kind of put stuff together too.
Okay.
Just to find it and smooth it out. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Okay, great.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Crystal.
Okay.
Oh, you're welcome. I didn't do anything, but you're welcome. Good to talk to you both. Thank you, Wayne, for inviting me.
Thank you, Wayne, for helping us out.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, y'all take care. Okay.
You too.